Hey guys, it's Mario from WATL, and I'm here to share some maintenance tips with you. If you get a chip on your axe, this one's a little jagged on the edge and it's got some chips, the axe is still gonna stick. The only thing that matters is that that chip, maybe if it hasn't fallen off or if it's a slight bend and if it's still there, take that piece off. You can either do it with a whetstone. For those who are lucky enough to have a belt sander at home, there's such an easy way to fix it. You can actually just flip it on each side and do it for about 5 seconds. You don't have to have that blade be perfectly straight or perfectly curved. And so if it happens on an axe, whether it's the ace of spades or say the butcher, if you have a little chip in there, most chips, because the thickness of the butcher, even though it's nice and wide, at most you'll maybe get a millimeter chip. Even if it's in the middle, it doesn't matter. The axe is still usable because when it lands, that axe has to go past that millimeter, so you're gonna get the full coverage anyways. All you really have to do is just use the whetstone and make sure you smooth it out to make sure that there's nothing in the way. Chips are gonna happen, and they are inevitable, and there are gonna be imperfections that will happen as a result of you throwing. And believe it or not, for those who are new to the sport, knots are as strong as screws, so you may as well be hitting metal. And there could be hidden knots, and there are hidden knots that are kind of waves that are inside the board. You don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is smooth it out. Now, axes do not always have to be razor sharp, and you do not have to always sharpen them every single week or every single month. I've thrown butchers and I've thrown ace of spades where I've had 4,000 or 5,000 throws and I still didn't need to sharpen it. On average, and this is when I was at my peak practicing a lot, I would sharpen it maybe once every 4 months. No need to worry about keeping it the exact same sharpness as you have it right now. Out of the box, they're extremely sharp axes. The competition throwers and the kill shots, they're meant for house axes. They don't have the same degree of sharpness and they don't have necessarily the same sharpness of the profile. They're great starter axe. So if you're starting, those are perfect for you because you really just have to learn the rotation. And again, those are the type of axes you want to learn on, where you get the chips on there, and then when you refine the throw, you upgrade to a much better and a higher end axe. Maintenance, there's not much involved. You'd be surprised. Like, as long as you're throwing it regularly, you're throwing it against regular boards, all you need is a whetstone. And if you're lucky enough to have a belt sander, you're good to go. Thanks very much, everyone. Hope this helped.